Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching episode 8 of Symphogear GX. Last episode we finally got a beach episode, which this series has not really had. I think this is the third season into the series, and first beach episode, that's a little different. Uh, can't say it was unwelcome though, because, there's a reason beach episodes are a staple. They're pretty enjoyable. So I can't say I didn't enjoy that aspect of it. But yeah, last episode we ended off with Hibiki meeting her father, which we haven't seen before, and apparently, uh, in a time between the very beginning of the series and now, it seems he kind of decided to leave the family. So that would be a pretty understandable reaction from Hibiki. Um, but it is a little strange that we really didn't get to see too much of that, or even like see it happen, since it happened during the events of this series that we're watching. But apparently, it was just, I mean, it was, I'm saying apparently too much. Uh, it was skipped over, it seems. So it's a little strange to me that something that we haven't really seen or even knew happened is suddenly a very important thing. I will say, though, that I've noticed, or at least realized, that this series has kind of had some of the same problems that um, and production wise, I mean, that a series that I enjoy aspects of as well, called Legend of Korra, which wasn't an anime, but it had, I think, similar um, planning. And what I mean by that is that, I mean, there were different reasons, I'm pretty sure, but with Legend of Korra, they never knew if they were going to get another season or not. So each season was created in a way that uh, was self-contained, and they didn't plan for future stuff too much. And as far as I know, when it comes to this was initially meant to be like a single season thing as well, but it wasn't due to difficulty from the uh, the network or anything. Basically, trying to kill the project despite its popularity. It's just they made a series and it turned out more popular than they expected, so then they made more, which I think is a much more positive environment to be creating a show for. Um, so it is interesting, those little differences, even though it seems to be they had similar planning setups, I guess. But yeah, let's get right into it. I wonder when it'll be the right time for me to watch the opening. Is that Egg? Oh, okay, she's meeting with him. That's not something you really forget. Is he trying to profit off this? He pretty much abandoned them. I don't think he really deserves. Yeah. He left when it was convenient and now wants to go back to it. Like if nothing ever happened. Wow, they're really trying to make him as scummy as possible, aren't they? It's a little blatant. Like, how would you even live with somebody like this? I feel like these problems might have been very prominent even before he decided to abandon them, if he's this kind of person. I don't understand their technology very well. A Listerine activated hologram. You know, it's funny. The first time I ever encountered the term ley lines was actually like I think it was in the Index series, the novels. So it's a little weird. They're like an actual established term in the lore of real life. So it's a bit weird that I learned that from basically anime. And then I started seeing it everywhere after that. Why would you even do that? Everything you do will be a burden to somebody. Wow, it's black. Ugh. It is a very tiny uh can though, so it's probably not too bad. You just like take it as a shot basically. I've never really been. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but like an aspect of the design that I don't like about the Symphogear characters is their really crazy, stiff-looking hair. Like Shirabe's hair actually is amazing. Like I heard, I don't have any problem with Shirabe's hair, but Hibiki's like weird horn-looking things that you see from the back, not a fan of that. And then, as much as I love Subasa's design, it has like really big, stiff points. Well, it makes sense. She's distressed right now. It's a complicated problem, a very emotional problem. And I just kind of realized the relevance to the problem that she's having right now, because it does have to do with what we've seen before in this season. It's like the theme of fatherhood, basically. On the one hand, we have sorry, I was saying something. On the one hand, we have what was her name? Alice, I think, maybe the alchemist girl, who seemed to have a very caring and loved father from her perspective, and she's the villain. But Hibiki here, she's like the main heroine, and she seems to have an absolutely horrible father. I do like that she's taking her frustration out on this. It's not really taking into consideration the environment here. Yeah, I don't think so. Unless you specifically treated your father horribly to the point where he wanted to leave. I don't think it was your fault, Hibiki. Oh, that's what she's doing. They're very quick to use this. I think every episode somebody decides they need to do that, you know, after it was been introduced. Her design is great. Too bad she's going to end up being destroyed at some point. So yeah, they're supposed to protect the underground cabling, but Hibiki kind of went a little ham here when she shouldn't have. This should have been at least somewhat expected, though. If it wasn't her, the fight would have naturally destroyed a large part of it anyway. I'm surprised the fire didn't do more. If they didn't actually fight at one point, they wouldn't actually be friends. If you're not close enough to fight, then you're not really close, are you? So he changed then. What caused the sudden change then? Was it just I don't know, he acted like he didn't care about anything. Like she's right. He was acting like really pathetic while not knowing. She really is like the best possible addition to this team in terms of utility. It seems Water is at least somewhat able to tame the rigidity of their hairstyles. So it seems at this point, as the others are being killed, the other platforms are also going to light up. Explosions, clearly. She has such a good design. Oh, she didn't have cuts under there. We're actually going to see that transformation. Please, please show me. Yes. Yes. Yes, please. Oh, this is probably one of my favorites. Oh, yes. Oh, there go the twin tails. I know how to do that one. I don't know how she turned one yo-yo into two, though. Being attacked directly? The auto scores just all look really good. Being hit with that probably isn't so bad. At least before you die, you'll have a nice view. Just the exhaust coming from those twin tails, or the drills. I guess twin drills is better. I just realized something. I don't think rotating shields like this would be any more effective than if they weren't rotating. I guess it could turn the incoming forward pushing force outward into rotational. I really don't like them talking about that mom character in a positive light. Regardless of how they feel about her, how like ultimately their motives are to save everyone, I still don't think that she deserves any positive emotions being directed towards her. Because she's like basically Dr. Halsey from Halo. Though, while Halsey did do horrible things to the children she was in charge of, she was at least pretty kind to them. And Mom was not, I feel. At least we didn't really see any of that. I love these, like, darkened versions of the Symphogears. It looks so much cooler. I wish they were like this all the time. Oh, whoa, whoa, what happened there? Did I miss something? Uh, she looks even better than she did before. I'm not a fan of drills, so her appeal is increased. Though, kind of wish she wasn't a doll right now. So the effect that they have going on in them right now is a sort of like inner glow that's purple, and then an outer orange glow, and then a bigger purple glow around that, which looks pretty cool. I like that effect. So is she down now? Seems like they actually did manage to kill them. There are a couple episodes left, so I guess the other ones will go down in that time. I assume the very last one will probably die at like episode 10 or 11. Then their plan will start going off and possibly thwarted after that in the last episode. But so far, yeah, it really does seem like pretty sure it's Alice is actually dead. It is pretty awkward to suddenly apologize for something that happened a while ago without any sort of prompt or segue into it. All right, so the second platform has lit up. Oh, well, okay. I was thinking that that's what was going to happen. So I wonder if there's a clone or a sort of like replacement body. I was actually going to mention that the first time they showed that box, but I keep forgetting to bring it up. That maybe like she's regenerating in there or something. So does that mean she's actually watching them somehow? Oh, okay. All right. I understand. So either she's under her complete control, or actually, I see a couple of possibilities. Either she's under her complete control, and that's actually just her doing things, or, under her orders. That's, the first possibility. Or she's unknowingly programmed to do that while not really realizing it. Or number three, she's actually fully um, independent of Alice's control, but she's sort of like a spy camera essentially. So that she thinks she's helping, but she's like spying for her unintentionally while still trying to help. So those are the possibilities I see when it comes to Alice's clone, whose name I forgot. Um, yeah, that's quite the revelation there. Everything is still going according to plan for her. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. But that's it for my reaction to episode 8. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.